to the little old church house. We're gonna, I guess, take you on a tour of what is right now and of what we're hoping to change. We met with some contractors and it's looking like it's gonna take a little bit longer than we anticipated, like months
Months
longer.
and months longer.
So while we're waiting for the contractors to do like the bigger stuff, we'll work on some little stuff, but we'll take you through and show you what is and what will hopefully be different. Cool. Okay, so real quick before we jump into this tour, I'm going to show you a lot of things that are, I guess, wrong with the house, but that has nothing to do with how much we love the house. It has everything to do with that we want this house to last for 100 more years. So we're gonna try to fix as many little imperfections as possible, and also any, it's 95 years old, so any damage that's happened for those 95 years. So anyways, it's not a knock on the house. We love it. We love everything about it, but we are going to change some things so that it can last another 100 years. Okay, on with the tour. Here is our entryway. We love this entryway, and we're going to keep it a similar color. I changed it up just a bit. There's a spot on the floor that looks like it's had some water damage, and I'm going to attempt to fix that as best I can. This is the laundry room, and that's not the original floor. We're going to replace that, and we're going to blow out that wall and actually make this whole thing a part of the bathroom, and then make a little closet for the water heater and water softener. Next, we move on to the bathroom. When the inspector was inspecting things both in the crawl space and in the attic, he determined that used to be the baptistry, which is pretty cool since both Claire and I grew up Baptist. But this is the rest of the bathroom, and we're definitely going to change this little cove that the toilet goes in because that is not conducive for big people. But everything you see here is going to hopefully be completely different, and we need to place a vent in this bathroom. Straight across from the bathroom is the guest bedroom, though they're both basically the same size, but this will be the guest bedroom. We're going to change the paint color for sure. We are going to change quite a bit. We're going to take out the carpet because that's been there for quite a while. We're going to add some electrical in here because that's been daisy chained off of the one in front of it. There is some, oh yeah, because that's the only plug. Sorry, I'm showing you that that's the only plug in the room. Anyways, we move on to the closet next, and it is unfinished at the top, and that looks like a breeding ground for spiders, so I'm gonna close that up. Then, moving on, there has been some mold damage at some point in time, so we're actually going to get all of the drywall for this half of the room taken out. That way we ensure that there is absolutely no mold. There's some in that corner and some in this corner as well. I don't know how well it shows up. Moving out of that room, you see, I guess, the entryway to our living room, but this little closet holds the AC. We're going to get a new one of those because the coolant inside of it has been banned, and so no one will come work on it. So that will come in soon. But this is our beautiful view into our living room, kitchen, dining area. You see that the kitchen and dining room are on a platform, and that is where the pastor used to stand. And I assume the choir. I'm going to hope the choir. The choir is definitely going to be there. We've got some holes in the hardwood floor that go directly into the crawl space because there is no subfloor. Which is a problem for bugs. But the biggest issue is the side. Someone put silicone caulk in there. It runs all along the side, but that's just a big hole into the crawl space. And y'all, it goes this length of the house and the other length of the house, just in the living room areas. So we're going to get that patched. But as I live and breathe, what is that in the middle of the floor? Y'all, I don't do well with a bug. That's a bug. That's a big bug. And listen to me freak out. Heck no, that thing's huge.
Is it alive?
I don't know.
Don't touch it.
I ain't touching that. Y'all, thank God for Claire and her bravery. Sorry for those of you that hate crunching a bug, but it had to happen. Here we have the overview of the kitchen. Sorry for my wobbly camera skills. I'm clearly telling you about the countertops right now. So that doesn't match the backsplash, which really bothers us. And also, I've always wanted to make kitchen countertops. So I'm going to make them out of ash wood and add some colored resin. And they're going to be really pretty. And that'll be one of the videos that I post on here once that happens. The other thing that we're going to do is paint so that the paint just ties in a little bit better, and remove the vines. Also, I'm telling you, side note, that's a real pretty light fixture. It is. We really love that stained glass. Anyways, that's the plans thus far for the kitchen. Countertops and paint and remove the vines. Moving on to what is supposed to be the dining room, but will actually be where the drums go. As many of you know, I'm a drummer, and so that's where all of them will go. This light fixture, we're not sure we're going to keep. It looks a little bit Gaston-ish, so we'll see. We're going to remove all of these hooks. There's a ton of hooks in here, and so we're going to do that and patch up the drywall. That's something that Claire and I are going to do later. And then I'm showing you, I'm walking to it. Sorry, give me a second. I'm slow. There is pink foam insulation sticking out of this crack. And that, again, goes directly into the crawl space. So that's another area that we're going to have patched. And then we walk into the master bedroom. It's just a hair bigger than the guest bedroom. We're going to have the carpet taken out, and we'll see how the hardwood floors look underneath that. We also have some pretty bad mold right up there, and again, all of that's going to get taken out, that section of the ceiling and all of that drywall on that wall. That way we can ensure that there is no mold. Claire and I are both really allergic, and that affects how we sing, so we need to make sure that that's all gone. Moving over to this closet, this was used as a hanging rack for shirts, I think, and we're going to remove that and patch that drywall. And actually, my hope is to redo the whole closet so that it's a little more functional for what we need. So another thing that Claire and I are going to tackle ourselves is the ceiling. Do you see that? It's white underneath that light, and then it's like brown around it. The owner, a couple owners ago, thought it'd be a really great idea to paint the ceiling in like a smattering of colors, so you can see some of the patches there, and then it goes into a different shade of somewhat kind of brown, and then it looks like a fireplace smokes part of it, and you can't really tell on camera as much as you can in person, but boy, it is interesting. So we're going to paint all of those ceilings just a basic ceiling white and see how that goes. But that'll be a fun, interesting video. So stay tuned for that. So now we're into a time lapse of Claire and I working on the house. It's the first actual thing that we've really dived into with the house. And Claire's cleaning the baseboards so that we can paint over those. And then I'm pulling stuff out of the walls so we can fill them. Y'all, I have no idea how close I am to this camera right now, but I apparently am the Hulk. I just ripped off, I don't know which one of these 3 cameras I'm staring in is you, but I just ripped off the nail head. Well, I'm stronger than I thought. Okay, so the walls are done, the baseboards are cleaned on this side of the house. Got all of these nails and stuff taken out of, there's quite a few. The one thing I can't figure out, if someone can help me, is do you see these things? They're like those metal or plastic things that you drilled into the wall first and then put a screw in. I can't figure out how to get them out So if you have advice other than just like digging, let me know. But other than that, it's done. And here's all of that came out of those few walls. So we have the rest of the house to do now. Well, that's it for the first video. Hope you enjoyed the tour of our house and things that we are going to change. It's going to be pretty exciting to make videos and take you guys along for this journey.